Tak rozlišuje?
Jo, to se fakt rozlišuje.
To v baseballu není.
No. Děkuju, díky.
Raz, dva, raz, dva.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.
Welcome here in Ostrava at the Cadets European Championship. We are at the final game, which is the Czech Republic against the Dutch national team. Enjoy this game, and this game is brought to you by Honix, Teknova, Bonet. Enjoy it and Playo.tv. Have fun, and now let the Slavomir Novotny talk.
Thank you, Sabina, for the lovely introduction, and thank you everyone who's joining us for the final game of the 9th Under-16 Women's Softball European Championship. We have witnessed 45 games during this week. This is game 46. And by far the most important one. It will determine who will take home the championship title. We already know that the defending champions from Italy are on the podium but taking the bronze as they lost to the Czechs 2-0 earlier today. Now that one question remains, and only 2 teams are in the quest for the championship title. The designated visiting team, Czech Republic, will be supported by a strong home crowd, but also the designated home team has a strong base of supporters in here. Also, we know that our broadcasts are widely watched from the Netherlands, so goedemiddag als je ons vanuit Nederland kijkt. Here are the 3 umpires for this game, but before we introduce them, let's listen to the Czech national anthem, followed by the home team's Kingdom of Netherlands anthem. Those were the national anthems of the Czech Republic and the Netherlands. These 2 teams met twice in this tournament. 2 days ago, the Czechs defeated the Dutch 2-0. Last night, the Dutch retaliated with their 2-0 win. For them, that meant direct advancement into today's finals, so they are well rested, while the Czechs had to battle their way through after that last night loss. They had to beat Italy early in the morning. Now these teams have met 5 times at the Cadet Girls Championships in 2005. That was in Moscow, in Russia. The Czechs won in the final, took first place. The Dutch were second. 2 years later, same teams in the final, but the Czechs took the silver. In 2009, the Dutch were in the final, but took second place, while the Czechs ended up in 4th. 2011, the Dutch won the European Championship, where the Czechs and placed 6th. 4 years ago, the Czechs took the silver, and the Dutch took the bronze. So it was here in Ostrava. 2 years ago in Warsaw, Czechs also silver place, but the Dutch didn't participate. This year, different teams though, different story. They say don't change the winning lineup. There are only minor changes in both teams. Of course, the biggest changes being the pitchers. Marco van Eyl, whom we interviewed last night, is the starting pitcher for Team Netherlands, and a foul ball kicks off this championship game as Eliška Slaninová, the catcher, is the starting batter for Team Czech Republic. Other than Stere Dundine, last night's pitcher, as this is fouled out of play over the third base dugout. It has moved over to the shortstop position. That means Esme Tut is no longer playing in that spot. He's on second base, and last night second baseman Melissa Huferts in right field. As ball one, this is upstairs off of Marco van Eyl. I'm sure our microphones are picking up all the noise and atmosphere here in Ostrava, as both of the crowds here are very loud. That's exactly what the final needs. A slow grounder towards Marco van Eyl. Throw to Bobby Scherkogel in time to beat Slaninová on first. One away. That'll bring Emma Vodičková, the shortstop, to the plate. Emma Vodičková batting .231 in the tournament with 3 hits and 13 at-bats. Strike and a ball on the count for the young Czech shortstop. She was the losing pitcher in the last night loss, which marks the only loss for the Czech team in this event. They beat Germany, Slovakia, Italy, Ukraine, Great Britain, Germany, Netherlands, and Russia. Lost to Netherlands last night, and then they beat Italy again. So almost a clean record for the Czech team. As Vodičková sends this by the left field line for a foul ball. Popped up. The only crazy result on Czech team's resume is the 10-8 win over Russia. It's combined all the other teams in the remaining games were able to drive 4 runs in total against the Czechs. And then came Russia and brought in 8 runs. In that game, of course, the Czechs had nothing to lose or gain. For Russians, though, it was a do-or-die battle, which they lost. So, in the final standings, they now find themselves in the 6th place. Team GB is in 5th, and Germany in 4th place. Italia is number 3. Going the other direction from the aforementioned Russia in 6th place, as Vodičková puts this in the 5-6 hole, and Sophie Verdashlund makes the throw to Esme Tut to second base. With 1 away, the Czechs now have a base runner after a fairly long at bat. Here's Thomas Lohnert, the home plate umpire, discussing with Marijn Krauwel. The conditions probably of this little chat that the starting battery of Team Netherlands is having in the pitcher circle. As Klára Čejková, number 3, is up next for the Czechs. Runner on first. That's Vodičková. That misses upstairs. undefeated. Once again, we have full sunshine here in Ostrava as that catches the outside corner for strike number 1. After that short and quick but intensive shower in the 9th place game between Slovakia and Belgium that had to be suspended for about 5 or 10 minutes. Field is nice and dry again. Arachekwa with a 2-1 pitch coming from Marco Fanal. Hit up in the air towards Sophie Verdaustung. She'll make the catch. And Anna Vodichkova returns back to first. That's the only logical solution for that situation when you're the base runner, getting as close to second as you can, but still close enough to first that you can return in time before that throw would beat you. 2 away, and Natalia Tversnikova, the first baseman, swings at the first pitch and lets go of the bat, which ends up all the way in the backstop. And Petr Menjak, the head coach of Team Czech Republic, is going to have a quick talk to Natalia Tversnikova. Try to bring her focus back on the game and the situation that she is now facing. Number 4 with a huge smile on her face, now stepping up into the batter's box once again. So Marco Fanal with the 0-1 delivery and popped up, shallow left field, and it drops as Stella Dundine was diving towards Sophie Verdaustung. One of the players here to make the call and make the catch. Nice diving attempt by Dundine, but the ball lands in left field. So a single for Tversnikova as Anna Vodichkova advances to second. They now have a runner in scoring position, and the designated player, Aneška Bartuňová, is at bat. Takes the first pitch outside, strike number 1. The top of the first inning, and Bartuňová swings at this one, sends it foul into the backstop. So 0-2 and 2 away. So a tough at bat for Aneška Bartuňová as Marco Fanal wind up in the pitch, down in the dirt, but nice pickup by Marijn Krauwe to prevent the runners from advancing 60 feet closer to home plate. So only Vodichkova remains in scoring position as this is hit up in the air into center field, but Jackie Hyben reads the ball perfectly, makes the catch, and retires the side. Czechs able to get 2 runners on bases. They leave them stranded, though. And as we're headed into the bottom of the first, we're scoreless in the final game of the 9th Under-16 Women's Softball European Championship in Ostrava, Czech Republic. So the Czech team takes the field, running from the home plate. As you're watching, Anna Zolova, the starting pitcher for Czech Republic, still bearing that perfect record. She came in as the relief pitcher to close the game against Italy earlier today. Zolova Zero earned runs in the 3 appearances she's had in this tournament. And well, that's prior to today, the stats. So add another appearance in that game against Italy to make a total of 4, and still 0 earned runs. 31 at-bats, 16 of those strikeouts. So more than half of at-bats ended up in a strikeout against Anazolova. Let's see if the Dutch can find the right way to beat Anazolova. They lost 2-0 when she was the starting pitcher for the Czechs just 2 days ago. Leading off is the center fielder, number 15, Jackie Hyben, batting .385 in the tournament. Overall, the Dutch batters are, as usual, the top team when it comes to batting average and hitting. They have 405 combined, whereas the Czech offense places third with 368 as this is sent towards the third base dugout for a foul ball and a second strike. So Jackie Hyben, 0-2 coming up from Anazolova. Here's the delivery. That misses low and outside. And a good borderline pitch for 0-2 count by Zolova. Jackie Hyben, 4-12. Spoils this one. The foul ball stays alive. A batting average of 412 ranks her number 5 among the Dutch lineup. That kind of proves how strong they are. She has a triple and a double among the 7 hits of the 17 at-bats she's taken part in the tournament. Able to foul out of play the soft-speed pitch by Solova. Here's Solova with the delivery, and Osipichan gets her swinging. A strikeout kicks off the game for Czech defense. Here's Jackie Hyben back in the dugout. That'll bring Sophie Verdastung 583 and an impressive batting average of this tall left fielder. She started in all 9 of Team Netherlands games as the only player of the Dutch lineup. She has a double, a triple, and a home run. It's part of the 14 hits total with 24 at-bats. Oh, late swing. Catches her off guard. 0-2 to count now against Verdastung. They set up outside and strike her out. She freezes and strikes out looking. Back-to-back strikeouts means 2 away for the Czech defense. And number 4, the first baseman, Bobby Sherkocho, at bat. She's the second best when it comes to the batting average. Reaches base almost 70% of the time. But of course, these stats are just numbers, and they include games against much weaker opponents like France was 22 19-1 win, or the 19-0 defeat of Great Britain. A nice diving try by Andrea Markova, but that ball managed to bounce off the ground before she stopped it. A good reaction by the Czech third baseman. Take another look. That ball was sliced towards the third base coach's box. And Markova dove. Try and catch it. Circle close close this one. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Solova making her way all the way to Slangenova. You can see here the crowds supporting both teams equally. The Arrows Ostrava ballpark is filled with fans, and of course other teams that have already finished their appearance in the tournament. Sent towards left field, it will slice away into the foul ball area. I'd say luckily for the Czech defenders. Zolova with another 1-2 delivery to Sherkolko. On deck as Matt Toot, second baseman, as Sherkolko strikes out. Zolova starts the game off with back-to-back-to-back strikeouts. That means 3 up, 3 down for Czech defense. And when we come back, the Czechs will pick up the bats again.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.
Na co?
Third base, number 17, Des Ramos. And pitching, number 16, Margot van Eyre.
I'm here with the head coach of the Dutch national team. With the I'm sorry, with the third base coach. I want to ask you, did you get any specifically ready before this tournament?
Yeah, we played some practice games against our other youth squad. It's U19. They're going on a tournament to the US this summer. So we played some practice games against them to get accommodated to the higher level of play. So we came prepared for the tournament. Yeah.
Are your girls? Is it a young team, or is there more girls who are already like experienced?
They played in various youth tournaments like Little League. Some played in the Little League World Series, so I think they've got some experience on the high pressure. And I think we've got a pretty old team actually for U16, so I think that's a bonus. Older girls are stronger generally, so I think that's a plus for us.
Thank you and good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Sabina, for the lovely interview. Our on-field reporter, Sabina Vítkova, also a member of the women's national team of the Czech Republic, as this ball is hit towards the shortstop Steretan Den, who passes the ball to Esma Jude for the force out of Magdalena Gavanova, who singles up the middle while we were listening to the interview of the third base coach of Team Netherlands, Wessel Brocken. So 1 away, and Alexandra Slana now the base runner on first. And Andrea Markova, the third baseman, is the batter in the box facing this lady, Margot van Eyl. Ball that misses above the zone. Markvartova batting 286 in the tournament. Facing Marco van Eyl, who is one of the 8 members of the Dutch pitching staff, which is impressive. And we see that throughout all categories with the Dutch team. The women's national team, as we saw 2 weeks ago in Bollate, Italy, during the Women's European Championship, as this off-speed pitch is sent towards Sterretendijn. And a similar situation to what we saw a couple of minutes prior to this play. A force out on second. This time it's Slana. And Markvartova reaches on fielder's choice. 2 away, still runner on first as Michaela Churilova is taking the first pitch inside for strike number 1. That one misses upstairs, ball number 1. Here's Jackie Hyben, the leadoff batter for the Netherlands in the first inning, who struck out. Here's another look at that ground ball towards Sterretendijn. And that attempt by Esma Tut for the second out, but Markvartova able to reach the base in time to beat that double play. There she is, the third baseman of Team Czech Republic. A ball and 2 strikes, that's the count on the second baseman, Churilova. Down in the dirt, great block by Marijn Kraulo. Fouled out of play by Churilova. Following her on deck as she hits this into foul territory by the left field line. Is the catcher Eliška Slaninova, who started the game, the ground out to Marco van Eyl. Here's another look at that reaction by Marco van Eyl, and that ball hit towards left field. An off-speed pitch lands in the dirt in front of the plate for ball number 3, and now the count is full on number 7. Foul ball. I believe it could have been a dead ball, actually, as Churilova sort of motioning with her foot. I believe she might have hit herself in the ankle. Up in the air, it'll slice away into the foul territory where it's caught by Sofie Verdastung for the third out. The Czechs leave 2 more runners on the bases. That makes 4 in total in the 2 innings, but they have 3 hits as opposed to the Dutch having 3 strikeouts so far. To change that course of the game will be Esma Tut, Melissa Hoeferts, and Sterretendijn when we come back.
Netherlands national team in the bottom of the second inning.
That was our interviewee from before Wessel Broken in the third base coach's box for Team Netherlands, the home team, now in the bottom half of the second inning. Trying to start things up. Thus far, they have been unable to put the ball in play against Ostrava. Esme Tut, the second baseman, is the first in the second inning to try and change that. A ball and a strike. It's the count on Esme, who was playing the shortstop in last night's game. Low for ball number 2. Her batting average is .476 with a triple and a couple of doubles. Up in the air, it will land. It won't land because Emma Vodichkova makes an incredible sliding catch. That ball was popped over Mark Bartoval's head. I was 100% positive that it would land in that no-man zone. So take another look, and here's Vodichkova with that sliding catch. Outside corner caught by that pitch to Melissa Hooferts. Melissa Hooferts, 364, sent towards Zolova, and the assist to Čverzníková was a bit strict from Zolova. Aimed at her ankles, but Čverzníková able to make the catch anyway for the second out at the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring Zolova's counterpart Stede Dendijn. Shortstop in this game also takes the first pitch, and it's inside for a strike this time. And all three of these at-bats in the second inning started with batters just taking the pitch and it being a strike. Swing and a miss on that drop ball. Results in a 0-2 count for Stede Dendijn. Dendijn's batting average .286 as that misses low. It's her fourth worst of the Dutch players. She fouls this to the backstop. It'll be checked by Thomas Lonert. That blue wall you see in the backstop and also around the dugouts is made of concrete bricks. The ball could easily get damaged. And a strikeout will end the inning. 6 up, 6 down. So far, a perfect record for the Czech defense. And they'll have another chance to open the score of the game in the top of the third when we come back.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.
Welcome back to the final game of the Under-16 Women's Softball European Championship in Ostrava City, Czech Republic. You see that not only Dutch fans are wearing orange, as also the Dutchies are supported by some Czech fans. Sterren here, changing handshakes with Esma Tut, and here's Thomas Wolnert getting ready for the third inning. Lisanne Spoor, the lefty, replaces Marco van Eyl at pitcher. We saw her in the last night loss to the Czech Republic as well. Swing and a miss by Eliška Slaninová. An off-speed pitch popped up towards the first base side, where it's caught by Bobby Scherkogel. So Slaninová fouls out to the first baseman. That'll bring Emma Vodičková, who singled to left field. First time up in that hole, and she swings at the first pitch. It's a slow roll towards Sterren at shortstop. Makes the throw in time. Bobby Scherkogel with the stretch to beat Emma Vodičková to first base. And just like that, they have two away. And Klára Čejková, who's flying out to the left fielder for Dastung. So next up, that misses outside. Ball number one. Up in the air, it will drop in front of Melissa Huferts for a two-out single by Čejková, who's now 1 for 2 in this game. And that'll bring Natália Tverzníková. Had that well-placed looper into shallow left field. Sterren was diving to try and make the catch. Sophie Verdastung was moving out of the way. The Dutch shortstop. Čejková on first as Tverzníková with this up in the air, where it's caught by Huferts for the third out. A quick half inning, after which the home team, Netherlands, can come back and try and open the score of the game. They still haven't got a base runner, so it's 7, 8, 9 batters coming up for Team Netherlands. Marijn Krauwel, Noah Failing, the designated player, and Tess Remmers, the third baseman. As Anna Zulova is warming up. Behind her on the home run fence, you see that hashtag #LoveSoftball, which is a hashtag you can use anytime you post something about the game of softball. You can show your love and support for the game by using this hashtag. Now it's part of the Softball Europe initiative, started by the European Softball Federation and introduced in Bolate. You can even buy some apparel with that Softball Europe logo. As this initiative has started as part of new marketing, we're moving over to our on-field reporter Sabina Vítková for an interview.
Even here on it. I'm here with the president of Eros Ostrava, Radim Kepak. How do you enjoying this big event here?
How I can enjoy it? These fantastic fans are here, very noisy, very noisy. We've seen the final game, the best two teams, European under-16 softball team. We are very happy that we can organize this tournament because for the 12 teams, this for us is something like a preparation for the bigger event for 2019 when we organize here in Ostrava the European Championship Softball Women for 23-25 games. We are looking for this event and we would like to invite all of the fans, all the participants, all the teams on the nationals for a nice softball game.
Thank you so much. I hope everything's going well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sabina Vítková, our on-field reporter, for that interview with the president. As Marijn Krauwel singles and is the first base runner for Team Netherlands. Shallow left center field is where she placed that. Hit on a 1-2 pitch by Zolova. And here's another look where the ball ended, and Alexandra Slana. Now Petr Minjak there in the pitching circle talking to his infielders about the strategy to use and utilize. See, not everybody is so much interested in the final game. But there are a few hundred fans here at Eros Baseball and Softball Park witnessing this final game. Squares up, shows bunt, chases the ball, but unable to lay it down. Strike is marked, and we're going to check with Mr. Lohner to see whether it was for an attempted swing or whether the ball was through the zone. Now, I cannot hear what the discussion, how the discussion went word by word, but judging from the body language, I'd say that Mr. Lohner said that it was called for the zone. This time it's for the swing. So, a ball. No balls and 2 strikes. That's the count on Noah Felling, designated player. With 2 strikes, corners don't have to be drawn in so much. They are expecting anything but a bunt. While the Dutch number 5, Noah Felling, only appeared in 3 games, had 5 at-bats, but had a hit in 4 of them. Sends this sharply towards the first base side of the foul area where it's checked by Salvatore Mondilo. Here's another look. It was even stopped by Mr. Mondilo. Outside, the steal attempt. The throw was late and off target. And Kelly Bessim's pinch runner for Marijn Krauwel successfully steals second base. Swing and a miss. Noah Felling strikes out. And Tess Remmers the last of the Dutch batters that still haven't tried their luck against Anna Zolova. The same lady you see on the right side of your screen. Helmet and left hand of Kelly Bessems, the pinch runner. As this ball is hit towards the shortstop, Vodičková, who only knocks down the ball, unable to field it. But Bessems has to stay on second anyway. Remmers reaches on the error. And runners now on second and first. Menjak visiting his players one more time. This time the outfielders are there as well. And you see the drum set. Yeah. And sets of smaller drums as well in the stands, and everyone just having a good time. We take another look at that ground ball towards Vodičková. Wonder if the fact that a base runner was there on second was a factor contributing to that error. Either way, Jackie Hyben for the second time in this game. She struck out the first time up and watches this cross the strike zone to start off this at bat. Bessems on second, Remmers on first, and Jackie Hyben facing the 0-1 pitch by Zolova. Up in the air, sent towards center field, where it's caught by Čejková on the edge of the grass and the dirt. Nicely done by number 3. Had quite a hike to go. Both base runners had to stay put. And it's Sophie Verdastung at the bat. She swings at the first one. It's a drop ball, which she misses. That misses outside. Ball number 1. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Natália Tvrzníková, the first baseman, with some words of encouragement for Zolova. Here's Čejková, who made that catch to retire. Jackie Hyben. Ball number 2. Here's Bessems. Hit up the middle. Bessems is waved home, and Čejková unable to pick up that ball. They're gonna put the brakes on the Remmers on third, but Team Netherlands takes the lead in the bottom of the third. They draw first blood after Verdastung hit that perfectly up the middle, and Čejková bobbled the ball a bit. I believe that would have scored at 1 run anyway. Here's Verdastung observing the situation after she hit that RBI single with 2 away to open the score of this game. Bobby Sherkocho next up. She also struck out. Up in the air, foul ball. It's caught by the cameraman. There's the photographer sitting on the dugout roof right next to our camera guy. He's holding his camera and he caught it with his bare hand. Rendered an applause as this is hit into a gap between right and center. That will score another run, and they are going to wave for Dowsdon home as well. A triple with 2 runs batted in by Sherkolcho. And the lead now 3-0. That's it for Anna Zolova. Petr Minjak handing the ball over to Emma Vodičková, the shortstop. As Zolova heads back into the dugout. Here's another look at Sherkolcho's hit, and perfectly placed between the center and the right fielder. Here's cheerful face as Remmers and Verdasdunk are making their way across home plate for the second and third run of this game. We're going to need a few more changes. I believe number 16, Aneška Bartolova, who was originally the designated player, will step in as the shortstop. Zolova is out, and Emma Vodičková will take over the pitching responsibilities. Don't see any other change on defense for the Czechs. Two away, and all of that happened. All that damage for the Czech defense happened with 2 out. And now Ismet Tut, the second baseman, who flied out to the shortstop, who is now in the pitching circle. Up in the air, out of play, a foul ball. Third inning, 3 runs. That's the story so far. A foul ball. Bobby Sherkolcho still on third base, so the Dutch have a potential 4th run, only 60 feet away from scoring. Ismet Tut, the .476 batting average, popped up shallow right field in the foul ball area, and it's dropped. But nice attempt by Michaela Churilova, diving towards the right foul line. Ismet Tut back in the box, facing the 0-2 pitch by Vodičková. Swing and a miss. Strikeout will end this inning. After 3 frames of play, we finally have some runs on the board. It's the Dutch who take the lead and open the game in the 3rd inning. They drive in free with 2 out. When we come back, top of the fourth is coming up, and the Czechs have some answering to do right after these messages.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.
Here's Jackie Heidman. She is not one of the reasons that the Dutch are in the lead. She struck out and then flied out to Čechova. However, we are in 6th place. Russian cadet girls, as Anishka Bartonova swings and misses the first pitch from Lizan Spor. And this time it's put into play over the head of Spor and out of reach of Esme Tut. A single to lead off the 4th inning for the Czechs. Maybe a chance to create some momentum for the designated visiting team. The right fielder, Magdalena Kavanova, will step in. Robina Burkovičová, the pinch runner, placed on first base. In place of Anishka Bartoňová. Bunt laid down towards the first base side. It's picked up by Lizana Spor, but the throw is late. And Magdalena Kavanova is safe on first. Lizana Spor, of course, as a lefty, had a tougher time making that throw from that angle. And she sort of collided with Bobby Scherkolcho when they were picking up that bunch off of Kavanova's bat. Another bunt, this time to Lizana Spor. She checks for third, and whether they have time to force out the lead runner, which they didn't. Manages to turn around in time to get the out. The sacrificed batter Alexandra Slana, but both Burkovičová and Kavanova advance into scoring position. And with one away, the Czechs have 2 attempts. Thomas Lohnert, Frank Lautier, and now also Salvatore Blondilo. We'll have a quick discussion of the previous situation. Here's another look at that sacrifice bunt. Burkovičová on third, Kavanova on second, and Andrea Markvartová, the third baseman. Reached on a fielder's choice. In the second inning is next up. One ball, one strike, and one away. Tying run at the plate, Andrea Markvartová. A wild pitch that will land in the backstop, and first run for the Czech team slides in. That's Robina Burkovičová. Gets a pat on the helmet as she enters the dugout. Kavanova advances to third. Lizana Spor with a pair of miscues in this inning. One was that late throw, first base. The other one, this wild pitch. A quick defensive conference. No changes necessary. As we take another look, there's that wild pitch. Marijn Krauwel, sorry, it's Kelly Bessems who replaced Marijn Krauwel. Catcher, bunt laid down, a squeeze play, executed perfectly. Not only does Kavanova cross home plate for the second run of the Czechs, but Churilova is safe. Sorry, not Churilova. Markvartova is safe on first. And that'll bring Michaela Churilova to the plate. So the tying run on base now with one away for the Czechs. Head towards Lizanespor. They're headed for the force out of the lead runner, and they do get it. The second out, not so much. Michaela Churilova on first. Markvartova forced out at second. So a squeeze play makes it a one-run game. And Eliška Slangenova, who grounded out to Marco van Eyl, the starting pitcher, as a steal attempt is caught at second base. Churilova tagged out by Steredendine after that throw from Kelly Bessems. Midway through the fourth, Czechs are able to get on the board and make it a one-run game, and it's getting exciting midway through this final game of the 9th Under-16 Women's Softball European Championship.
Welcome back. I'm here with Nikki Brtkova from the Czech national team. What do you think about the final game? What do you need to do better?
We need to harder to hit better.
Okay. Are you tired or do you feel good?
I feel good, very good. Yeah.
And what do you think about the atmosphere? It's great. There are so many fans. Do you like it, or is it too much pressure for you?
The atmosphere was super. Publicum, it was very good.
So you enjoy it?
Yes.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sabina, our on-field reporter, for that interview with Nikola Brtkova, the second baseman of the Czech team. In this morning's game against Italy, we saw her leave the game after an error and then re-entering it at the later stage of the game. Here's Emma Vodičková, who replaced Anna Zolova in the circle in the last inning. And Melissa Huferts, the right fielder, who's 0 for 1. Now facing the 2-0 pitch from Vodičková. She grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning. Now takes Third consecutive ball. As far as weather is concerned, we are expecting one more quick shower. That's sort of forming close to Ostrava as we speak. Will probably hit in about 20 to 30 minutes. But it shouldn't be anything too bad. Maybe not even as long and intensive as the one that interrupted the 9th place game between Slovakia and Belgium. Here are Markova and Bartlinova, the third baseman and the shortstop. Here's Alexandra Slana, the left fielder. A focused look towards home plate. Let it stare at Dendine. Squaring up for a bunt. The corners are drawn in. She lays off of that pitch as it's above the zone. Melissa Hoofert's runner on first. Dendine once again showing bunt very early, and once again lays off of that pitch. It misses the zone below. Third pitch of this at bat. Slonjenova showing some attitude towards Tomas Lohnert with her reactions to the calls. Seven balls in a row thrown by Vodichkova in this bottom half of the 4th inning. This time that catches the outside corner. For a strike. Here's Dendine setting up for a bunt once again. Lays it down towards the third base side, but Markartova unable to pick it up. The ball gets away from her, and Melissa Hooferts will head over to third base. Nobody covering home when Slonjenova noticed that and dashed towards home plate from third base.
Number 7, Marine Graber.
Dendine laid down that bunt towards third base side, and Markartova maybe a little too hiked up to make that play. Just couldn't feel that ball, and it rolled all the way to the first baseman, Fresnikova. In the meantime, Hooferts advanced to third, while Dendine is sitting safely on first. Marijn Krauwel replacing Kelly Bessems once again, takes the first pitch for a strike. And Dendine advances to second, unnoticed by the uninterested Czech defense. Both runners in scoring position and nobody out. Marijn Krauwel hits it to the right field side. That will score at least one run. They're going to stop Dendine on third. And an RBI single out of reach of Churilova, the second baseman. And that's going to be it for Vodičková, I believe. Klára Pospěchová comes in. Number 88. The starting pitcher for the Czechs in the backdoor semifinal against Italy. And Andrea Markvartová will leave the game for the Czechs. Aneška Bartoňová will probably take her spot on third base, and Vodičková will move over to shortstop. Instead, Dendine running on third. Running on first is Marijn Krauwel. We are the Czech fans, not so loud anymore. But most of the noise you hear is the Dutch supporters who are in a good mood. You see the looks on the faces of the Czech fans. He's a little worried and concerned. So Pospěchová and Slaninová both in a good mood. Maybe their positive energy will spread over among all the players of their team. So Pospěchová now with the face mask on, ready to pitch. It's Vodičková who's playing third base. Markvartová on and out. Pospěchová in. Bartoňová still shortstop. Slaninová checking the runners. No movement there on either of the corners. Noah Felling, the designated player, he struck out once. Which is the only at bat so far he's had in this game. Here's Pospěchová with the delivery. Early swing by Felling. One-two delivery by Pospěchová. An off-speed pitch popped up towards the backstop, and it bounces off the net. So a foul ball will return Felling back to the batter's box. (4-2) is the score in the bottom of the fourth. And another foul ball, this time towards the first base dugout. So still a ball and 2 strikes. work by Ilya Hartwijn. The head coach of Team Netherlands. 1-2. Pospechova pitching to Noah Felly. That ball a little wild off of Pospechova's hand, but Slangenova able to make that leaping catch and charges towards the circle to keep Krauwe on first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. A strikeout. The first out of this inning. That'll bring the last batter in the order of the Dutch team, the third baseman, Tess Remmers. Tess Remmers reached on the error by shortstop. Bartkoňová. Two balls, no strikes. 2-0's the count on the Remmers. Takes that pitch inside. Strike number 1. Already mentioned during yesterday's broadcast that the whole Remmers family is traveling to softball as she fouls this out of play. Her older sister playing overseas. Her mother, the coach. And the whole family just spending the summer traveling. From tournament to tournament. Marijn Krauwe still glued to first base thanks to good performance by Eliška Slangenova. One of the most valuable players on defense of the Czech team. Here's a full count delivery by Pospechova, and she will walk Remmers to load the bases. 1 away. And Čeky Hyben, who struck out once, flied out to Čejková in her second at bat. Will now have a chance for a do-over. Outside, ball number 1. Ball 2, the pressure on this young lady wearing 88 on her uniform, Klára Pospěchová, but not showing it. Other facial expressions. Jackie Hyben. Prior to this game, 412, the batting average. And ball number 3. In the top of the third, the Dutch opened the score and took the 3-run lead. Sorry, in the bottom of the third. In the top of the fourth, the Czechs were able to cut off some of that. That crosses the plate for strike number 1. And made it a 1-run game. Now, in the bottom of the fourth here, the Dutch team with a rally, loading up the bases. Gets 1 run in with nobody out. Hyben takes this outside for strike number 2 at a full count with bases loaded. It's coming up now. Here's Pospěchová. Popped up, out of play. Pitch number 7 of this at bat. Jackie Hyben. Has 2 RBI only in this tournament. Pops it up. An infield fly. Called very late, I would say, by the umpires, but regardless of that, Hyben is out and is 0 for 3 in this game. They're gonna put a temporary runner for the catcher, so Hyben won't head to the dugout. She is now on second base, replacing Marijn Krauwel, the catcher. And now 2 away with Sophie Verdarsling. And an RBI single. First time up. Ball number 1. Verdarsling has 10 RBI and a ball 2 is called on that pitch. Swing and a miss by Verdarsling. 2 balls and a strike. The powerful hitter. It's not your ordinary number 2 in the batting order. Expect Verdarsling to be batting 4th as she misses the next swing as well. She did strike out the first time up. That was back when Zolova was still the pitcher. coach of the Slovakian softball team. He took 10th place. Well, he's off of that pitch. They're going to check with the first base umpire, and he says that she indeed went. A strikeout ends this jam that the Czechs find themselves in. They managed to reduce the damage to only 1 run. So a 2-run game now after 4 complete innings of play. The Czechs have 2, the Dutch 4, and top of the 5th is coming up when we come back. It's Lisa Meiring who's stepping in for Lisanne Spoor. Also, Kelly Bessems back in the dugout, and Marijn Krauwel behind the plate. Eliška Slaninová, the leadoff batter for the Czechs for the 3rd time in this game. In her first outing, she grounded out to pitcher Marco van Eyl, and she flied out to the first baseman Bobby Scherkolcho. Now she's facing the 16-year-old Lisa Meiring. Took 3 pitches for Meiring to get a strike. And now Lisa with the 2-1 delivery to Slaninová. Down in the dirt, ball number 3. That catches the outside corner for strike number 2. Minjak wants to talk to Slaninová. Wants her to focus on the one simple task. That, of course, is not so simple. But he wants Slaninová to have her head in the game instead of arguing with the umpire. Hit towards Sheridan Diamond, shortstop, and the throw to Scherkolcho in time. Slaninová grounds out, and it's 0 for 3. Emma Vodičková started as a shortstop and had a short outing as the pitcher. Now in third base position. A short discussion between the first base umpire Salvatore Bondilo and first base coach, the Czech team, about, I guess, the pitching motion of Lisa Meiring. Hard to tell from this angle what these two were talking about. Emma Vodičková, 2 balls, no strikes. That's low for ball number 3. So just like with the first batter she faced, which was Eliška Slaninová, the second one, Vodičková, Lisa Meiring also. And then into that 3 balls, no strikes slump, but once again able to get at least 1 strike over the plate. Now the 3-1 delivery from Meiring. It's hit up in the air by Vodičková, and Jackie Hyben will have no trouble making her way under that ball, making the catch. Out number 2 in the top of the 5th. And the center fielder for the Czech team, Klára Čejková. Stepping up to the plate, she flied out to Sophie Verdasdunk in the first at bat, then hit a single into right field in the 3rd inning. An off-speed pitch, fouled out of play. This time it's Lisa Meiring who is on top with no balls and 2 strikes. Another off-speed pitch, this time released too early. And another ball. Up in the air, shallow right field, and it's caught by Esme Tut for the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down. A 1-2-3 inning for the Dutch defense. And they'll have a chance to extend their 2-run lead when we come back for the bottom half of the 5th inning. make your way into the Arrows Ostrava baseball park. Now, if you're a player, you would probably have an accreditation on your neck. Will get you past the gates. Regardless of that, you see Klára Čejková, the center fielder of the Czech team, still with a smile on her face.
Leading it up, number 4, first base,
Filled stands here in Ostrava for what is the climax of this Cadet Girls Championship. Both teams, well, not specifically these teams, but both nations, Czech Republic and Netherlands, have won it twice. Czech win dates back to 2005 to Tuchkova in Moscow, Russia. And then in 2002 in Italy. While the Dutch championship titles are more recent, in 2007 and then in 2011. Two balls and a strike on Bobby Sherkolko. First baseman who's 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI triple. That was the big one in the third inning that scored both Remmers and Verdastung. And Sherkolko will reach base on balls. Not the best way to start off this inning by Pospechova. When she's joined by Verznikova in the circle, it looks like it's her older sister. Verznikova, of course, one of the tallest players of this championship. Bunt shown and attempted, but ends up in the backstop as a foul ball. This time the bunt is popped up and caught by Vodičková. The throw to first to Churilova. Not in time to beat Sherkolko, but Esmatut is out. She's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Fly out to the shortstop, who back then was Vodičková. And now she flied out to Vodičková on third base. That brings Melissa Huferts, the right fielder. Swings at the first pitch, sends it into foul territory. Here's Melissa Huferts, the 0-1 delivery by Pospechova. Pickoff attempt, and Sherkolko back safely on the bag. Fouled out of play. Once again, a ball and 2 strikes on Huferts. She reached on a walk her last time up and grounded out to the pitcher, Zolova, in the second inning. Down in the dirt. Good pickup by Slonginova. Bottom of the fifth inning. With one away, Melissa Huferts is at bat, facing the 2-2 pitch by Pospekova. Sent towards Tvrtníková at first. She'll step on the back to force out Huferts. Sherkoko advances to second into scoring position with 2 away. Stede Dendijn, the shortstop for Team Netherlands. That was the scorekeeper's booth. That misses just above the letters. Ball number 1. Here's another look. That ground ball towards Tvrtníková at first. Low ball number 2. Across the inside corner of the plate for strike number 1. 2-1 the count on the Stede Dendijn. The foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes on Dendijn. And 2 away. Pospekova with a chance to shut this Dutch offense. An off-speed pitch. Low. Ball number 3. A full count on Stede Dendijn. And that's in the dirt. Sherkoko thinking about it, but returns back to second after Slonginova gained control of the ball once again. Runners on second and first, Sherkoko and Dendijn. That'll bring Marijn Krauwel to the plate. Here's Krauwel, who was replaced by Kelly Bessems for 1 at bat during the 4th inning. They made that 3rd inning. And then she stepped in the 4th with the RBI single into right field. That misses upstairs. Ball number 2. Good hitters count for Krauwel, and once again she has runners, or runner in scoring position. She is 2 for 2. A single into left field. And they single into right field. Can she deliver again? A strike called over the inside corner of the plate. Hit towards the shortstop, man. Bartuňová unable to pick up that ball. They're going to load the bases as Chodilova charged towards second and picked that ball up. So Bartuňová couldn't field it. It was hit sharply on the ground towards the Czech shortstop. We're going to take another look. Here's Pospechova with the delivery and the ball hit towards the shortstop. We saw Sherkochel is crossing the path just before that ball came towards Bartuňová. Anna Zolová back in the circle. Klára Pospechová back in the dugout. The Dutch players in apparent good mood. They have a reason to be cheerful. They are leading in the European Championship final 4-2 and have runners on all three bases. I believe we're going to see a change on offense as well. As you can watch the players and fans are rocking out to Ed Sheeran. Even the players in the dugout. Here they are, Team GB, 5th place at the Under-16 Women's Softball European Championship. Here's the pinch hitter, Nortje Bisschop. Bisschop appeared only in 6 games, well, started 2 only, and appeared in 6, has 4 at-bats, of which he managed to score ahead twice. This time, the lefty takes an outside pitch for strike number 1 from Zolová. So Nortje Bisschop. Swing and a miss. And quickly falls behind 0-2. The count on the 15-year-old. She will turn 16 in September. Low and outside, ball number 1. Nortje Bisschop facing Zolová. 1-2 delivery. And she is out on strikes looking. Zolová comes back in and puts an end to the bottom of the 5th. The Czechs have their last opportunity to win the title of the European champions in the top of the 6th when we come back.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.
Welcome back. Here are the Dutch fans who are maybe a bit nervous as well. Here are the Russian players who are just in a good mood, well rested. But most importantly, we have the Dutch defense. Here's Marijn Krauwel behind the plate, catching to Lisa Meiring, who is the third Dutch pitcher in this game. It was started by Marco van Eyl and Alisane. Natalia Tvrsníková, the first baseman of the Czech team, swings at the first pitch. It's sent towering into center field, where it's caught by Jackie Hyben. Team Netherlands is only 2 outs away from winning for the third time in this category. That would make them the single most successful nation in this category. Italy, Russia, and the Czechs all have 2 wins. So the top 4 teams, Italy, Czech, Russia, and Netherlands, have all won twice. Down in the dirt. Ball number 1. The tying run, the one that they want to get over, they need to get over home plate, is on deck. An off-speed pitch lands outside the strike zone. Lisanne Spoor back in the bullpen, warming up, as this is low for ball number 3. Three balls and a strike. So a good count for Agnieszka Bartoňová, who had a little trouble fielding the ball in the bottom of the 5th. Inside, strike number 2. She knew. Didn't sell it too well. We're walking towards first. Trying to convince Thomas Lohnert, the home plate umpire, it's a ball 4. Full count on Bartoňová. Towards Sterren Dime in shortstop, and the throw to Scherkochel in time to beat the Czech shortstop for out number 2. Magdalena Kavanová, the right fielder, will be the last chance for the Czechs, as they are down to their last out. While you watched Bobby Scherkochel, the first baseman, who was just perfect in this game. And Lisa Meiring, the closing pitcher for Team Netherlands, and the one that can get them to the 3rd championship title. Swing and a miss by Kavanová. One, that's the count on the young Czech right fielder. Hit towards the second base, and she will reach base, and Kavanová, it's a single up the middle to bring the tying run to the plate. But it won't be. It won't be Alexandra Slana who'll get the chance. She was supposed to step in, but instead, Petr Minčák is gonna bring in Anna Dušková, who's the pinch hitter. Dušková successfully hit 3 times in 8 at-bats in this tournament. One of those hits was a double. And the Dutch are going to make a change as well. Lisa Manning will head back to the dugout. And it's a new face on the mound. Jill Klue, wearing number 8, is warming up for the Dutch. And you can see that the infielders, there's Tess Remmers on the left-hand side, Sterre Den Dine, the shortstop, and Esme Toot, and also Bobby Scherkogel on one knee behind the closing pitcher, Jill Klue. And similarly to the infielders, all 3 outfielders for Dashlung, Heiben, and Hurfert also on one knee. They're 1 out away from being the European champions in the under-16 women's softball category. Trying to change that is this runner on first, Magdalena Kavanova. But mostly, this batter at the plate, number 11, Anna Dušková. Ball that misses upstairs to start off this at bat. Joe Klue with the delivery. Popped up, and it will land in the foul territory. Nobody able to reach it in time. An extra life for Anna Dušková. She has a ball and a strike. Delivery by Klue. Above the zone, Dušková pops it up. A foul ball will generate strike number 2. Despite the weather disruptions, this championship took 45 games, and it all boils down to this moment. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 away in game 46, and Dušková strikes out. The Netherlands are the European champions in the under-16 women's softball category for 2017. They have become the most successful nation in the Cadet Girls Championships. They have now 3 titles from 6 different championships that they participated in. Another 2-run game between the Czechs and the Dutch. The Czechs beat them in the advanced round robin 2 days ago, 2-0. They lost 2-0 last night, and in this most important game of the championship, they lose 4-2. An exciting game. I hope that even though maybe your team didn't win, that you had a good time watching this under-16 women's softball broadcast that was brought to you by Playo.tv and also Honix Whistle Stop. Enjoy it, Bonet Sports, Technovap, and of course, the good guys at Playo.tv. On behalf of our whole crew, thank you for joining us. We will have another stream available for the closing ceremony, but no commentary there necessary, as that's pretty much self-explanatory. You can see the cup for the winners and the Dutch team enjoying the fact that they are the European champions. They are the champions. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you at another European softball event later this summer. Just check out europeansoftball.org for more details. On behalf of everyone, thank you for tuning in and have a good night.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.